Hey guys, Doompriest here and welcome to Path of Exile, also known as PoE. We're gonna do a short introduction to what it is, like for the new players around here. Path of Exile is a action RPG very similar to Diablo and Torchlight. Well, it actually has some big differences, to be honest, and we'll go into that later. So first we start off with the skill tree. Like in any RPG, normally your character has a skill tree. But in Path of Exile, the skill tree has characters. So we have one big skill tree where all the characters are formed in. So for example, if we take me, I am a hunter and I start here. But if you were a witch, you would start here with either of these 2 points. So every time you level up, you get a point. Or if you complete a certain quests give you also points. So here I chose for more life, because life is very important, you don't want to die. So with each level you gain a point and you spend that point on your skill tree. And so making your own path of the exile you want to have. And that's why this game is so good. You can basically make your own character, and 9 out of 10 times it is new. It won't be anything that someone else has already made, because you design it yourself. So over here we got the, I think it was Shadow or Duelist. One of these start here. I believe it's Duelist. And you'll see it starts with a lot of nodes that are like for attacking purposes. But if you go to the more melee based characters, such as the Marauder, he gets a lot of life, a lot of armor, and most of the time two-handed or one-handed. But if we go to the Witch, for example, you'll find more spell and casting speed nodes, because normally a witch should be casting spells and not be melee. However, in Path of Exile, if you want to have a melee witch, you can do that. You just go here, go all around here, right back to the Marauder place, and you'll pick up some damage for physical damage. Physical damage nodes. Next to that, we also got some really big nodes, like on the outside of the tree, or in this case on the inside, Iron Reflexes. Converts all evasion rating to armor, basically giving you a huge armor boost, but it consumes all your evasion, so yeah. And let's see, let's take a look at some other big ones. For example, Blood Magic removes all mana spent life instead of mana for skills. A very dangerous one to use, especially if you're new to this game, because you don't know all the mechanics just yet of the game, because the game is fairly deep. It's freaking huge, so you might not want to go Blood Magic on your very first characters, or one of the few characters. Any other big ones? Yeah, there's another one right here. Chaos Inoculation. Maximum life becomes 1, immune to chaos damage, meaning that you only have to rely on your energy shield, which you get most of the time around here at the witch place. You can also find more energy shields like scattered around all across the skill tree, but most of them you'll find either in the middle, right here. You find a big energy shield node, and you have to collect all of these if you want. Don't have to. But if you're going for Chaos Inoculation, where you rely on the energy shields, you will need this. So next up we got skills. Skills, normally in RPGs you get them from quests or leveling or some shit like that, you know. But here in Path of Exile, skills actually are gems, which you get from completing quests or as a drop from mobs, so to say. So you can get like all sorts of skills, you know, but you can't get like the higher ones, I believe, at lower levels. I'm not sure about that. Maybe you can, I don't know. I haven't actually searched that out, or you know, found any high level, so to say. So in every weapon or armor slot you get certain sockets, like blue sockets or green sockets. Let's just take this one. So here we have 1 blue socket and 3 green sockets, and the 2 greens at the top are linked, and the green and the blue one are linked. Why are they linked, you might ask? Well, you have certain skills like Spectral Throw, which do, you know, is like fairly simple. Throws what it says. It says throws a spectral copy of your melee weapon, and we support it with a supportive skill gem, such as lesser multiple projectiles, which increases the amount of projectiles and reduces projectile damage. Now every skill can level up, so you can see here spectral throw is level 10, mana cost 9, quality plus 11%, which I think increases attack speed, I'm not sure about that. And requires level 38 strength, 55 dex. And the lesser multiple projectiles, also known as LMP, is a support gem, so it can only used as a support function. So what it does, it creates 2 additional projects, making the total of 3, and reduces the projectile damage by 30. But because it's a level 7 gem, I get 12% increased projectile damage. So when the maximum level of a gem is level 20, and you can get 20% quality on it. So if I get like level 20 LMP, I think the projectile damage is completely negated, or how do you say that? So meaning that means I will have no penalty on the extra projectiles. So in the end you can have like a weapon or a chest which has 6 sockets, and you can all 6 link them, which is very rare to find or very rare to craft. I think the chance to get a 6 linked weapon or chest is like 1 in 600 or something. So to do that you would need to burn currency. Now what currency in this game is not like gold. Unlike in Diablo and Torchlight, you know, you kill monsters, you find gold, and with the gold you buy new stuff. But in this game the gold is actually items and certain currency items such as these. And you can also use these currency items, which you get as drops, to modify your own items, such as, you know, this two-hander. Meaning you'll see here it has actually no quality. So if I just take this out, and here we have a blacksmith whetstone, which is just a drop from a monster, and what it does, it improves the quality of a weapon. So you can just increase the quality of a weapon. Now you can see it has 1% quality. So if we do that enough times, you will see that the physical damage increases. Oh. And just put it back, and we now have increased physical damage. And there are like a lot of other stuff you can use, such as reforges color of sockets on an item. Next up we got flasks. Flasks come in like in every size, every thing you can possibly imagine. There's literally a flask for any stat in the game. So let's look at defense. There are armor flasks. I think I got one here. Armor flask. Here it is, granite. 3k armor for 4 seconds. You know, the flasks are used as a quick getaway, or to protect yourself from damage for a really short time. You know, like more like used to make sure you don't die at the last second.